Hello, and welcome back to X Marks the Spot, the ultimate destination for diving deep into the vibrant era of the 80s. I'm your host, Breeze Aubrey, with my co-host, Devin Moore. Join us as we unravel the magic, the music, and the moments that continue to captivate hearts and spark conversations across the ages.
But yeah, going to an outdoor fest like that, I don't see any fun.
No. No, I would rather go to, of course, and we're going to bring this up on a special segment.
Okay.
We're going to bring up the Starwood Amphitheater.
Amphitheater, yeah.
That's going to be another big topic.
All right.
If you don't know what the Starwood Amphitheater is, Deb?
Starwood Amphitheater was like the best amphitheater that we had. I wouldn't say best, but it was of the times. Better places to go see an actual show. First part of the first half of the theater, you were kind of like covered, and you had like covered. I say you have seats, but then the grass seats. That was the thing. The grass seats were like what, $10? You could bring like a blanket or your lawn chairs and sit on the grass. Mm-hmm. And we used to joke around, that the grass seats were the grass seats because that's where you smoke the grass. So, but it was $10 grass seats. If you were broke, you could actually go see a concert. Just bring your blanket, bring your lawn chair, and sit in the grass, and it was so amazing. And I saw so many great concerts there.
That was the first place I actually saw Stevie Ray Vaughan in concert, and I think it was the last time I was actually there. But at the same point, it was during a thunderstorm, and I remember a big bolt of lightning came out, and out of nowhere, and it was BAM! Oh. And they stopped for about 30 seconds, and then picked right
back. Oh, nice.
And I had a great time. And then, what was it, I think 3 or 4 weeks after that had happened, he died in a helicopter crash and all. So, anyway, it was a great day, but, for Stevie Ray Vaughan, but for me to see Stevie Ray Vaughan. But it was also sad because 3 weeks later,
Yeah, I think the last concert I saw at Starwood, I think it was like one of the comeback tours for Motley Crue, one of the many farewell tours.
Rock bands will never ever do a final tour.
It's like, okay, yay, Motley Crue's finally retiring, and then like, I don't know, 5 years later they're like, oh, we're gonna do another farewell tour with Kiss. Who's doing they're on their third farewell tour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Ozzy Osbourne's talking about doing 2 concerts. Now, I kind of believe that because Ozzy is actually doing not too good health-wise. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he was really serious.
He's another one I went to see at Starwood. He was amazing. He was actually really good. I mean, it was the No More Tears tour, whatever that year was.
Mm-hmm.
No More Tears. I looked that up. I'm gonna look at the tour. But I remember getting a T-shirt from that concert, and it was Ozzy sitting on the toilet with a newspaper. Yeah. I missed that shirt so much.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the great things about concerts back. It's like I've always said. Back in the 80s, you knew that if there was a concert that was already on, you could tell because a lot of people would wear the T-shirts back to school when they were going to school. They would wear the T-shirts of that show that went on that night.
It was the No More Tours tour. It was June 9th, 1992 to November 15th, 1992. The number of shows was 64 shows. And it was all in North America. But yeah, I went to see that show I believe that summer he came through.
Mm-hmm. That must have been great.
It was a great show.
Well, it was back when he was all really kind of...
He was still...
He was doing drugs.
Yeah.
And it's sick for me to say this, but, honestly, I really actually like rock bands, a lot of them, when they were doing drugs.
It's bad to say. It's bad to say. We're not advocating drug use either.
No.
At all.
No.
But I like Steppenwolf high on cocaine. Thank you.
Somewhere in the sucker street. A friend of mine told me this about Motley Crue is that they had to tie Nikki Sixx to a pole because he was so drunk. And he was so drunk he couldn't stand up straight. So they had to like, I don't know, tie him or duct tape him to a pole so that he could play, whatever. But yeah, man, of course nowadays you can't, a lot of bands go to the stage sober. And I'm like going, okay, that's fine, but there would be a little bit.
Just a little. Again, we're not advocating drug use. I've been sober for 2 years. So.
Yay!
So yeah, if you got a vice, limitations.
Yeah. So now I don't want to get too much on a kick on this because we only got 10 minutes left. But let's skim over this just a little bit. Is that what are some of the things that we missed back in the 1980s? Well, if you haven't noticed, we've been talking a lot about that shit.
We've been reminiscing. We miss a lot of things. I miss the innocence of childhood.
Oh, tell me about it.
What childhood we had? Did we have a childhood? See, that's another thing.
Well, I'm gonna give you 3 that happened. Okay. And see if you remember this. Mm-hmm. Okay. First, buttons on vest. 2, New York Seltzer. And 3, one of my personal favorites, before Red Bull, there was JOLT COLA.
JOLT COLA is yes to die for.
Top
The whole
top down.
The buttons on
Preach
vest.
down.
That's where your flair comes from, okay? You have to have at least 5 pieces of flair. We used to get buttons all the time.
You know who had a lot of buttons? You know why I brought that up?
Who's that?
Brian Gann.
Brian
the Demon Gann. Me and Deb know.
Oh yeah, buddy.
We went and we did Rocky Horror with him, and he wore a lot of buttons on. I remember he had this one little spike one that was on his vest and all. But it was these buttons that just had these nice little sayings on it.
They had like sayings on them, or you had your favorite bands or whatever. You give it Hot Topic, Spencer's, or whatever. I mean, they still sell them.
Yeah.
But I mean, we had some weird ones that started it.
We claim it.
We claim it.
Buttons on a vest. That was the big thing, and it just was to me. You know what was so interesting is it actually broke. Like if you were meeting somebody, they would actually know the buttons and they go, "Hey, can I read your buttons?" It's like, "Shoot, oh, that's a cool one," and they would start a conversation.
Yeah. Oh, I like that band. Oh, I've heard this. That's
now I want to say this.
It
has to be on a jean vest.
Jean vest.
You can't put it. Well, you could put it on a really one of the really nice vests, But a jean vest was always, the cool ones where you would just put it on jean vest on. And then you could put button after button after button on it, and then you could do whatever.
Yeah, I have friends that have like buttons, and they have the patches and stuff too. They're like different. Like if you had a T-shirt of your favorite band that was just raggedy ass, but you still like the logo, you just cut it out and sew it on sew it on your vest too.
Yeah,
that was.
Hi, this is Breeze Aubrey. Join us next time as we delve deeper into Generation X that continues to captivate this dynamic generation. Until then, keep your eyes and ears open for the wonders just waiting to be discovered for Generation X. Thank you for tuning in to part 1 of our Generation X podcast, and stay curious. Goodbye for now.